dog ate.
What?
I'm serious. The dog ate his heart.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most insane plot lines on teen dramas.
I killed my own father. Do you really believe that?
She acts just like that girlfriend bot that Warren guy made. You guys couldn't tell me apart from a robot?
You betrayed us. I'm not going anywhere with you.
For this list, we'll be looking at the craziest, most outrageous narrative arcs from teen dramas. Due to the nature of this list, a spoiler alert is in effect. What's your favorite insane teen drama plotline? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, the Gossip Girl reveal. Gossip Girl.
All I had to compare to this world was what I'd read in books. But that gave me the idea. If I wasn't born into this world, maybe I could write myself into it.
Practically everyone is in agreement that Dan being Gossip Girl is absolutely ludicrous. Even Penn Badgley admits that the whole thing is ridiculous.
I mean, so you were blown away or what? Like,
I definitely was, I was like, because it technically doesn't make sense for anybody to be Gossip Girl.
Of course, people sent scandalous things into Gossip Girl, which can conveniently explain away all the times Dan posted something he couldn't possibly know about. But still, the guy wrote about his own sister's sex life and harassed his so-called friends for years, and faced no consequences whatsoever.
And when Serena came back from boarding school, I wrote my first post about me. Lonely boy, the outsider, the underdog. I might have been a joke, but at least people were talking about me.
They all hated Dan for that New Yorker piece he wrote about them. How was this possibly better? Yet they just laugh it off like he didn't invade their lives and use confidential information to humiliate them.
Gossip Girl's dead.
Number 9, Grace believing she killed her father. The Secret Life of the American Teenager.
Grace, they haven't taken off yet. If you want to give your dad a call.
I do not want to give him a call. Stop trying to make me apologize to him. Why can't we just have a difference of opinion like two adults?
Grace grew up in a religious family with an overprotective father. When she starts to get serious with her boyfriend Jack, her dad warns her against getting physically intimate.
You sure about this?
I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure.
She does anyway, but coincidentally her father dies in a plane crash. This leads Grace to think that God killed her dad to punish her for her sins.
I killed my own father.
Do you really believe that?
Mom, God punishes people, especially people who do bad things.
She even turns away from Jack because of it. We're not trying to poke fun at her faith, but it was hard to take seriously just how intensely she believed having sex killed her father.
Grace, I am so sorry. And I know it's a shock, and I feel terrible for you and your family, but we didn't do it. He didn't die because you and I had sex.
Yes, he did.
Number 8, Landry and Tyra's cover-up. Friday Night Lights.
I think that was him.
It's who?
The guy who attacked me.
Isn't this supposed to be a show about high school football? When Landry killed Mike Caldwell, he was just trying to defend Tyra. And they probably could have explained that to the police, especially since Mike had been stalking her. Instead, they decide to cover it up for the whole season, which drives Landry a bit crazy. In the end, neither of them deal with any consequences, and it's never talked about again.
So that makes it okay? I'm not acting like
Act like a man then!
It was a plotline that felt completely out of place, like the writer's room tried to turn season 2 into a thriller. It did not work. Number 7, Bryce's murder mystery. 13 Reasons Why.
You ready? Kiss me. Could I ever be?
This show was supposed to be about Hannah's story and the fallout on those in her life. But season 3 decided it was a good idea to shift focus to her attacker.
Maybe I should be dead. Not Hannah. Maybe no one should be.
Quite honestly, the whole thing felt like an insult to Hannah and her death. There might have been a successful way to show Bryce's struggle with his inner demons while still honoring Hannah.
He had a soul that wanted to be good. And a heart that didn't always know how.
But the way the show became all about Bryce and figuring out who killed him felt like an erasure of Hannah and the original premise. She'd been through enough, and she certainly did not deserve that.
Bryce Walker did hurt a lot of people. Zach and Chloe, certainly. But I soon realised the one he hurt the most was Jessica Davis.
Number 6, Annie's cover-up. 90210. This story was just so unnecessary. Annie commits a hit and run while drunk at the end of season 1, and we find out in season 2 that the guy actually died. In order to cover it up, she starts dating the guy's nephew, who turns out to be a creepy drug dealer.
I'll go to the police and I'll tell them what you did. All they need is a lead in the case.
She lies to her friends and her family until she eventually confesses, and similar to Tyra and Landry, faces no real consequences.
He was in a coma, and then he died. And his name was Joe Hartman. And he was a human being. And I killed him.
Sure, she spends a summer in house arrest, but then it's never spoken of again, and nothing really comes of it. At least in Friday Night Lights, we got the interesting relationship between Tyra and Landry. Number 5, the Buffy bot, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. When Spike officially joined the Scooby Gang, it was easy to forget his misdeeds.
She looks good, but what about the rest? Little walk, little talk.
The whole Buffy bot plotline was an unforgettable reminder of just how bad he could be. Spike falls in love with Buffy, and knowing that he can't have her, he commissions a sex robot that looks just like her.
Spike? Oh, Spike.
She'll do.
Buffy is obviously furious when she finds out, and has it destroyed.
We saw you and Spike with the straddling.
Spike's mine. Who's straddling Spike? Oh my god.
But the fact that this even happened is just disgusting is too weak a word to describe it. It was also a plotline that we just really didn't need.
The robot is gone. The robot was gross and obscene.
Number 4, Rory dropping out of Yale, Gilmore Girls.
I thought I was doing okay.
I just don't think you really have the drive to put yourself out there, to be honest.
Rory loved school, like really loved it. So this moment seemed ridiculously out of character for her. She got one bad review on her writing, and instead of being the strong, confident young woman we all believed her to be, she completely crumbled.
I've decided that I'm not going back to Yale next year.
I'm sorry, I don't think I heard you correctly.
As much as Lorelai tried to keep Rory away from the harsher realities of life, she didn't seem nearly this sheltered. Yet, she not only dropped out of school, she also turned against her mom.
If you leave Yale now, you'll never go back. You'll lose momentum.
Momentum toward what? All I've been doing is working toward being a journalist. I'm not going to be a journalist, so what momentum am I losing exactly?
Wow, when Rory goes through a rebellious phase, she does not hold back.
I'm not going back. I just wanted you to know.
Message sent.
Number 3, Blaine dating Karofsky, Glee.
Anyway, we got to talking and hanging out, and here we are. Here we are. Yogi and Boo Boo.
This should never have happened. First of all, Karofsky was Kurt's tormentor for years. He did turn out to have one of the most amazing character arcs on the whole show, but it doesn't erase what happened.
I don't want you near me.
Secondly, Karofsky fell in love with Kurt at one point. He even asked him to escalate their newly found friendship to the next level.
It's taken me a while, but for the first time in my life, I'm trying to be honest about what I feel.
So even beyond the regular weirdness of Blaine dating his ex's high school bully, the situation was just too complicated not to feel like Blaine was just trying to get back at Kurt.
I wanted to tell you in person, especially because you know him.
Please don't say Sebastian Smythe.
Hey, Kurt!
We were all feeling that uncomfortable face Kurt was making when he first found out. Number 2, Dan's heart getting eaten by a dog, One Tree Hill.
Dog ate. What? I'm serious. A dog ate his heart.
You're kidding me.
One Tree Hill is well known for its wild storylines, but this one just went so far over the line. It's seriously unbelievable. As a sort of physical manifestation of Dan's redemption arc, he literally had a bad heart and needed a transplant. When he finally reached the top of the donor list, everything was looking up. He was in the hospital, in his gown, on the way to surgery, when the technician transporting his heart tripped in the hospital lobby. The heart went sliding across the floor, and a dog that just happened to be there promptly gobbled it up. Yep, that happened. Even Nathan and Lucas thought it was funny.
You serious?
I'm not joking.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Chuck trading Blair, Gossip Girl.
I told Chuck I'd take either you or the hotel. He chose to give me you.
Tickle porn. Riverdale.
You've been a naughty boy, Kevin. Terry, you lied to me. You weren't getting out of the tickle business. You were setting up your own shop.
Will putting drugs in Finn's locker. Glee.
You want to tell me how long you've had a drug problem?
I don't even know who the chronic lady is.
Look, if it were up to me, we wouldn't have mandatory bi-weekly afternoon locker checks.
But I've never seen that before, Mr. Shue, I swear. It's not mine. I'll pee in a cup.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Rocket building cult leader. Riverdale.
You put up quite the fight, Betty. And now you have left me with no choice.
Get ready for another entry involving Chad Michael Murray, this time front and center. Here he plays Edgar Evernever, the charismatic leader of a cult that brainwashes the impressionable young minds of Riverdale and harvests their organs.
Nurse, can we please prepare Betty for her procedure?
Oh yeah, and he was also building a rocket for some reason, as if this show wasn't rife with convoluted plot lines already.
Come with me peacefully, or so help me, I will shoot you in the kneecaps and drag your ass out of here myself.
When Buddy uncovers the truth and sicks the feds on the farm, Edgar Evernever attempts to escape in that rocket, and a convenient Evel Knievel ripoff outfit that he had at the ready for this exact occasion. We're not even sure that Insane covers how ridiculous this plotline is.
He was seized by a whirlwind and lifted up into the sky in a chariot of fire. Elijah ascended. And I will too.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.